Hey there, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Armored Man video blog called Understanding Who You Are and Embracing It. I'm men's coach David Domzowski, and thanks for joining me. Men, I want to talk to you today about understanding who you are as a person, as a father, as a husband, basically whatever life roles you want to consider, and embracing how you operate in each role. As men, we sometimes feel like we need to be the best at everything we do. We grow up thinking that we can accomplish anything, and the world needs to just get out of our way because it's our time. However, as we go through our lives, we begin to see that things aren't always that easy. Not many things we must do as men come naturally, and it takes lots of hard work to make something out of yourself, doesn't it? We fail, we get knocked down, we complain, things don't seem fair, and we may even become depressed over what we don't have, or even nostalgic over days gone by. I'm here to tell you that it's okay to feel that way at times. We all have things we wish we were better at. Heck, I wanted to be the next Mark Zuckerberg, but I quickly found out that I had neither the talent nor the desire to be a world-renowned coder or programmer. I just didn't have it in me. It was tough to accept at first, though, because I really wanted to start a tech company, but I wasn't embracing who I was and what my talents were. I was letting my true talents of writing, speaking, coaching, and building an online business fall by the wayside as I pursued opportunities I wasn't meant for at the time. Basically, it comes down to knowing who you are, your talents, your current limits, and the things you're willing to put in the time for, and embracing that. It's okay for me not to be a great programmer. It's okay for you not to be an NFL quarterback. It's okay for you not to be great at the same things your brother or your best friend are great at. It's just not meant for you. Let them live their lives and use their talents, and you do the same for you. I want to quickly share with you guys the stories of two guys who I think exemplify this concept pretty well. The first is the guy on the left. His name is Andy Jones Wilkins, or AJW as he goes by. AJW is an elite ultra runner and educator. So ultra running covers basically anything over 26.2 miles, which is a full marathon. So you're basically looking at races like 50Ks, which are 31 miles, 50 miles, and yes, even races that are 100 miles. So I had the opportunity to hear AJW speak recently during a banquet that I attended for a running group I belonged to. One thing that stuck with me was how a guy that is so accomplished in ultra running, how he talked about having to accept who he was. In a 100-mile race called the Western States Endurance Run, he finished among the top 7 runners 10 times with one second place finish in 2005. That was over the course of 10 years. He mentioned that during the second place finish in 2005, he just didn't have it in him to beat the first place finisher. I think the first place finisher beat him by a half hour or something like that. He just couldn't catch him. He said that he had to accept that he wasn't going to be the runner that ever won. This was later in his career as an ultra runner. It was incredibly hard for him to accept that, but it's who he is. The second guy, the one on your right, guys, I want to share with you his story as well. His name is musician Aaron Bruno. Now, I don't know much about the guy outside of the article I read in the April 2015 issue of the Red Bulletin, but there is something that I still want to share. The article covers his journey as a wannabe rock star to this date and how he struggled with, actually through some fault of his own, to accomplish his career goals in the music industry. But after some time, he came to realize that there was a better fit for him within music and that he wasn't going to be a rock star. He talks about growing as a songwriter and for once not being ashamed of saying what he felt in his songs. His success with his more recent songs has shown that embracing who he is as a musician and of being his authentic self resonates with his fans. So you see, guys, that no matter what position you're in, whether you're an elite runner or a wannabe rock star turned fantastic musician, there will be times you need to stop, take a breath, and get your head around who you are. God created us to live our lives, not somebody else's life. You have the talents you have for a reason. It's your job to pray, to reflect, learn, discover, discern, and allow the Holy Spirit to guide you in finding out what you're meant to do. All right, that's all the time I have for you today, fellas. Head over to daviddomzowski.com/realmen to check out my course on finding God's vision for your life and improving who you are as a man. Remember to put on the full armor of God and be a blessing to those in your life. I'm Coach David. Thanks for listening. God bless.